Hey, it's a Monday, and it's morning.
And it's a wee bit of a late macabre.
We're just a little behind Okay, listen. How many times do we have to repeat it on the show? Time is a flat circle,
Thank
guys.
you
It's
for the
not.
people in
It
the
doesn't.
back, Dars.
Do I need to get celebrities to sing about this? It's a flat circle.
Dude, Time Aid?
Time aid?
Yeah, when you get celebrities to come together and put on a
Yeah. I
concert to
got it.
help
I
educate
don't know
everyone
why.
on flat circles.
That makes a lot of sense, but when you said Time Aid, I was thinking like some kind of Gatorade concoction.
Dude, we could
but
sell
like
that
time was the
too.
flavor.
It's more than one way to skin a cat, baby.
Time flavored soda.
Oh, yeah.
Did we just make $1 million?
Your mind just can't even fathom it.
Yeah, it's like it's liquid in the bottle and it just turns to dust in your
After
mouth.
like you have it, you just sit in a chair and like your eyes roll over.
Just go peacefully fall asleep.
Go
forever.
peacefully fall asleep forever, dude.
Go peacefully fall asleep.
We never say
bro.
die on this show.
Yeah, I don't.
We're telling our kids about their
censors.
pets. They're peacefully sleeping forever.
Yeah. Speaking of peacefully sleeping forever,
Hey-o. So at the top of the show,
yeah,
you're probably like,
hey,
why wasn't there an episode last week?
Yeah.
And life is really hitting hard.
I don't know if you guys
right
know, but life is crazy.
Life is a swift kick in the dick to the boys. So we're gonna give you 2 episodes.
Are the boys
this
mean
week.
you or like your balls?
No, I'm saying men everywhere being oppressed.
Oh,
no,
well,
I'm talking about, of course, me and you. I'm talking about me and you in life, our dick, kicked.
Yeah.
Nothing. It's actually, what if we were one person, you just change the voice?
I just raised, dude, I'm a psycho.
Yeah, absolute psycho.
I'm just, yeah. I mean, the name Scones kind of helps that cause if you're rooting for that one. Because, like,
yeah, if you're a fan of that.
But yeah, so it's just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
You know, life sometimes says, hey, you've got an open schedule. And other times it says, hey, you should have recorded this in advance. But
that's usually how it goes.
That's the 2 options I usually get from life. So with that said, this is a part deux.
Part deux.
Part deux.
Well, I think my audio just went crazy town for a second. Hold on.
You got that haunted audio?
Dude, my waveform looks like I'm writing classical music.
It's just a stenographer's paper that's like.
Okay, I think we're good now. But yeah, we got the Salem Witch Trials part deux. And the 400-year-old mystery of what caused them. What got everybody acting so crazy?
Who be witching?
Dars.
Yeah.
We have another thing that we have to announce also.
Oh, yeah. Scones and I are expecting.
So that's another theory if you don't like the we're the same person one.
We're making a new person.
No, it is almost time to close out season 4.
True.
Fans, DM us, write in, whatever you want to do, however you want to contact us.
Eps of the season.
I think there's links to like everything at our website, mondaymorningmacabre.com. Anybody contact us. Give us your top 5 or no, top 7.
We can do 5.
Top 5.
The reason I say we can do 5 is because we don't name our files according to the episode number. We name them the silly references from within the episode, and then have
sometimes
no idea.
Not even.
I could not tell you what Lawyer Malloy's episode is,
and you never will. But yeah, your 5 favorite episodes from season 4. So from last Halloween. We're going to put together the special spooktacular, as we always do. If you haven't haven't heard those, go back and listen to any Halloween episode. They're amazing. We started this podcast on Halloween, and by God, we're going to die on this podcast.
And both of us will be dead.
On air.
On Halloween. Whoa. On pod air?
I'm going to die. I'm going to be face down.
Call Nick Cage.
Yes.
Pod air. What do we think?
Pod air.
It's like Con Air.
Oh.
But instead of a convict's plane, it's a podcast.
Or both. Like it's Alex Jones's podcast.
Ooh. We have Andrew Tate going to be on the pod. What if we made an announcement? And then what if it was actually true for some reason?
I don't know. What would we talk spooky things or like gross his things?
See, that's what we don't tell them so that they get intrigued. And it turns out it's just a guy in my neighborhood named Andrew Tate.
Talk about someone who would have been on the fucking front lines of the Salem Witch Trials back then. He would have been like first in line being like, they're all witches.
Yeah.
Only alpha males aren't witches.
Scones, if you stand behind me, I'll protect you. If you stand beside me, I'll fight alongside you, but stand in my way, Scones. Oh!
That's when the katana comes out. Yeah.
That's
also, Darce, have you been checking out Halloween movies recently?
I've been checking out Halloween movies.
Dude, I watched...
Oh, go ahead.
This weekend I watched Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
A classic.
Classic.
I watched Friday the 13th Part 3, which is the first one where Jason really becomes Jason. He's really in his own for the first time in that movie.
It's a sophomore album releases, and it's like...
Well, because in the second one, he's his first time, but he just has a bag over his head, and he's not like supernaturally...
Yeah. He's just a guy with a bag on his
zombie
head.
Dude. Yeah. And
Which
then...
I feel like we've all been there, you know?
Sure have. Watch Mr. Boogedy, the Disney Channel original movie.
That one looks so scary. Based off the cover
it's not great
art,
either.
Terrifying. Last night, me and the missus watched Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. We hadn't seen that one yet.
Good one. I have not.
What?
I've not seen it yet.
But you said good one, Scones.
Well, sorry. I like the subject material.
So which one is it?
I heard it was a good movie, and I love the book.
Wow. Yeah, you heard. Always on the sidelines, never the man in the arena, Scones. There's a woman made of like pizza dough walks slowly at you down a hallway, and it's like spooky.
That is pretty scary.
That's the movie.
Although that's only happened to me a couple of times, but it is pretty scary.
Yeah, and then it's like every hall you look down, it's the same woman walking at you at the same speed, and then she just hugs you, and you just get absorbed into her pizza dough.
I'm just like, God damn, dude, I gotta stop with these hallways.
Yo, I need to find corridors.
Shit. Yeah, you wanna talk about the Salem Witch Trials, dude?
Yeah, let's talk about some Goody Proctor. I hardly know hers. Band. Wiggle Me Timbers. All right. Witches.
Okay. So we talked. If you don't know what the Salem Witch Trials is, get
your head out of your butt.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm the tough vice principal.
I like it.
Get your head out your butts.
Stern but fair.
Okay.
In the last episode, we talked about possible causes of the hysteria surrounding the Salem Witch Trials as PTSD from wars, and then also like Puritan guilt and craziness, because they were like, you're not allowed to do anything that's remotely fun.
You think K-pop stans get BTSD?
I don't know if you can hear my small clapping, but
could not. But I'm there. Okay. Bye.
We won. So another possible cause. By the way, this is on All That's Interesting. This is the article by All That's Interesting, the sentient technology site.
The conglomerate of.
So the third possible. Theory, according to the All That's Interesting hive mind, is teen angst and patriarchal oppression. Oh, that's gonna upset our next guest, Andrew Tate. Are we gonna get like taken down for saying his name? Do we have to like?
Oh yeah, do we have to
like? Out? It's like how if you're on Instagram and you say the word vaccine, you can get banned.
It's just like I'm tired of people saying he's wrong. What if we took that stance? Everyone's like, I thought they were like making fun.
I thought they were cool guys. But all of a sudden I found out they were really cool guys. You're welcome. Some of the first people who accused others of being witches in Salem were very young girls, and many accusers that followed were teenagers or in their early 20s. Of course, it wasn't just young people who were making claims about alleged witches, but the fact that their accusations were so prominent early on, have led us to believe that simple teenage angst may have been a factor that led to the Salem Witch Trials.
Okay, yeah.
In the book Entertaining Satan, Witchcraft and the Culture of Early New England, which fucking sick cover, like,
yeah,
that
great.
cover must have been sick.
9 out of 9. 9 out of 9.
9 out of 99.
9 to 9.
9 to the 9 to Entertaining Satan.
9.
John Putnam explores the idea that the witch trials were essentially a teenage rebellion against the Puritan authority of the older generation, which so rock and roll, dude.
Couldn't be possible. Sum 41 wasn't out yet.
Oh, that's true. How would they know what to be angsty about?
Yeah, how would they know?
Angst wasn't even invented till Nirvana. Nevermind, dude.
Sheesh.
Sheesh. Someone's gonna be real mad at us. They're gonna be like, punk rock in the 70s.
Yeah,
like, someone's gonna be so mad.
41 came from 2000s. I am the rock guy.
Did you have a real music, like Wayne's World type of guy in high school?
Yeah, that was me, dude.
You wish, bro.
In my school?
Yeah.
Like a teacher or a student?
A student. I mean, I guess, do you have a sick Wayne's World style, like, rock and roll teacher? It's even cooler. He's like the cool, like, English poetry teacher with, like, the mullet from the early Boy Meets World.
Yeah, exactly. You're talking about the actual teacher, or are you just talking about what's his name?
I'm lost on where you are.
I'm lost on where I am too. You ever fall asleep in the middle of, like, talking to somebody and then wake up and have it to pretend like you heard?
I'm living it right now.
Anyway.
After all, most of the people accused of being witches were adults. If teen angst truly inspired young women to make these accusations, then these feelings could have very well stemmed from the patriarchal oppression of the time. But whether that was true or not, older women often bore the worst effects of the oppression during the actual trials. Some feminist historians have interpreted the Salem Witch Trials as just another way that the patriarchy persecuted women who acted in ways that were different from the accepted social norms of the time. As was the case with many similar witch hunts in Europe, women were the primary targets of accusation during the Salem Witch Trials, particularly women who acted unusually for the era.
Which means, like,
listening to techno music.
Yeah, ABBA just on repeat in there.
Like having cell phones.
I got a light bright.
Just very unusual for the era. While the exact cause of the Salem Witch Trials remains contested, there's almost no doubt that underlying social forces played a role. Dars, what do you think of that?
You know, if you elect me, Scones, as mayor of this podcast,
I'm in.
I'll let it slide.
Excellent. I love a mayor who's willing to let things slide.
I let anything slide. Taxes, who needs them?
You don't.
I'm Mayor Humdinger.
Vote Mayor Humdinger.
That's from
Humdinger 2024, dude. Cold weather before the Salem Witch Trials. It may sound strange.
Wait, cold weather? That's it? I thought it was going to be like cold weather caused XYZ to grow.
We're getting dangerously close to murder.
Yeah, I was going to say, we are Murderwin's cousin. Cold weather. Cole Weathers is my newscaster name.
Is Carl Weathers' brother, who's not as good at acting.
Cool, yeah. They're like, we'll make up for it with your name.
He went and started Cool in the Gang instead.
Ooh, it was a K.
Oh. The doctor was a woman. It was a K. It may sound strange, but cold weather has been suggested as potential cause of the Salem Witch Trials.
Okay, I got news for you, dude. There'd be Salem Witch Trials every goddamn November.
This sounds like a parent who's at their wit's end about getting their kid to wear a coat. Who's just
put the goddamn jacket on.
You want witch trials to happen? Your grandfather's gonna get stoned to death.
You know who Carl Weathers is? Are you old enough yet?
What about his brother Cool? In 2004, Harvard graduate Emily Oster suggested this theory in her senior thesis. Oh, so
great, Emily's oysters.
So we got a student's senior thesis.
This is how you know, yeah.
This is a source.
Just the thesis is open the book. It do be cold though. And that's the thesis.
Cold sucks.
Brr.
I just want to nestle up next to a good book. In her paper, Oster points out that the most active era of witchcraft trials in Europe and other places coincided with a 400-year period of lower than average temperatures.
Uh-oh.
The most active period of the witchcraft trials.
All the broken hearts. Things.
Oh, yeah. Love was gone.
Yeah. And apparently Blink-182's hit album Enema of the State was out.
Well, some good things, some bad. That's tale as old as time.
Yeah. They were blasting that shit in Salem.
The most active period of the witchcraft trials coincides with a period of lower than average temperature known to climatologists as a Little Ice Age, Oster wrote.
Little Ice Age, kind of a sick rap name.
Sheesh. The colder temperatures increased the frequency of crop failure, and colder seas prevented cod and other fish from migrating as far north, eliminating this vital food source for some northern areas of Europe.
What is this Big Agriculture writing this?
No, it's Emily Oster.
Imagine being
it's Harvard senior Emily Oster.
Imagine being a farmer and be like, nah, it didn't die. It was just a crop failure this year.
Massive crop failure, dude.
What a political way of saying my shit did not grow.
Yeah, we suck at farming.
Crop failure. That's some big pharma, dude.
Oster posited that the people would have searched for a scapegoat in the face.
Oster posited?
Dude, Oster Pogginson, dude.
Oster posited, dude.
People would have searched for a scapegoat in the face of deadly changes in weather patterns. As it turns out, the year 1692 fell right in the middle of a 50-year-long cold spell from 1980 to 1730, giving some weight to the theory. Dude, that's a long-ass time for a cold spell. That's these people's entire lives.
Yeah,
Times
dude.
2.
That's how. Yeah, at that point, is it a spell or is it just life?
Yeah, I think that's just cold, dude.
Should be kind of cold, dude.
Should be kind of cold. Well, not anymore. Now it's kind of hot, but
it do be getting warm though.
She's getting kind of hot.
It do be getting warm though.
Dude, see the climate change or all these like awesome, like just absolute hits from Bad Bunny. He's just putting them out, just raising heat on the dance floor all over.
Honestly, great question. I don't think it's a close one.
Yeah, it's close. On top of that, many people at the time believed that witches were able to control the weather and destroy crops.
Okay.
They were able to fail crops.
Witches were just like, today is partly cloudy.
Yeah. So when people suffered from poor harvests and bad weather, some may have concluded that it was all the work of witches.
Seems like a convenient scapegoat.
Well, also, like, if that's true, witches were on their dumb shit for 50 years straight, like, getting cold year after cold year.
Yeah, they're like, we are snapping.
That was, like, their golden age.
That's their 90s bulls.
All right, on to the next possible cause. Did hysteria itself cause the Salem Witch Trials?
Yeah. Turns out, no.
While mass hysteria is usually associated with the time that the trials were happening, some have proposed that it may have caused them as well. Mass hysteria has been defined as the rapid spread of conversion disorder or condition involving the appearance of bodily complaints for which there is no organic basis. In such episodes, psychological distress is converted or channeled into physical symptoms. So
Whoa.
A little, what do you call that? When psycho makes your fizzy not so good.
Your fizzy.
Yeah, when your psychology makes your physiology not so good.
Oh.
Psychosomatic.
Like, yes.
But some have
argued, was going to say.
Dude, it's like you getting fizzy. But some have argued that this is exactly what the girls who were first bewitched were experiencing. The stress of living in such a rigid and religious society on the dangerous wilderness frontier may have led these girls to convert this stress into physical symptoms.
Yikes.
I mean, that's probably one of, if you had to sit there and choose
I'm already out.
one part of history to live in, and like somewhere in the world, this is so low on the list.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, it's just like keep the, it is a 1-to-1 ratio of years prior to how good it is.
Yeah. I bet in certain countries that's not true.
That's not true. Sure. Fair. But
Fair.
in general,
yeah.
Like, yo, chill. I'm not a cop. Like, you go to the year 2, you're gonna be like, I'm really hungry.
Yeah, 2 probably blows.
2 was not good. The
3
sequel
I don't
to
know
year
a lot
1,
about though. What if it got better? The hysteria experienced by the girls may then in turn have triggered a collective delusion among the villagers that witches were in their midst. If pretty much everyone was feeling the same way, this could have certainly paved the way for a witch hunt.
We're going on a witch
hunt is such a cool phrase that has been completely ruined by American party politics.
Yeah. Yep.
Because
they couldn't have just been like, this is a political shark attack. Like, keep witches out of it. You know?
Yeah. This is a political. Shark attack's really good.
Yeah, no, we got to. Okay, here's what we do: we dress up as lifeguards. Listen, all of y'all, it's a shark attack. Do a little cover.
Yes,
as lifeguards. That's where I'm going with this.
I like it.
Did I get my Shark Tank
get the cameras? Yep.
Investment? Yep. Okay.
Mass hysteria was clearly at work, but how much of a feedback loop these delusions created can probably never be known. Regardless, it's a compelling theory that can easily be discounted as a rational explanation for what caused the Salem Witch Trials.
Sheesh.
Oh God. All right, Darce. So we have our last and final
okay.
theory.
I thought that was the last one. Okay, yeah, hit me.
Hallucinogenic fungi. One of the strangest possible causes of the Salem Witch Trials.
I mean, they say the strangest causes, but they're like cold weather. Like, it's not. This one at least has some credence, I think. Like, in terms of if you gave me those 2 options, I'm choosing fungi in terms of believability.
It's because you're a fun guy.
Did you just come up with that?
I did. Now, Darce, you've done LSD a lot, right?
So yeah, I do it like I try to get one in every other day.
Mm-hmm.
And my brain is Swiss cheese, dude. It's awesome.
Yeah, so what's the problem?
Who are you?
In the 1970s, a truly wild theory about what caused the Salem Witch Trials took off. Hallucinogenic fungi. It may sound
I'm a fun
guy. hey! It might sound far-fetched, but the fungus ergot, ERGOT, ergo or ergot, can be found in rye and wheat under the right conditions. Heard of them, rye and wheat? Kind of a big deal.
Yeah, I heard they were opening for the conditions or whatever.
Sheesh. Speaking of conditions, known to cause convulsions, hallucinations, and pinching sensations. It's like a bunch of crabs getting you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doc, I wake up in the middle of the night. It's like a bunch of crabs getting me.
He's like, shit, you got a lot of rye and
weed over recently?
The right conditions. But this fungus is now sometimes used to create LSD. Dude, I would, if there was a way to look back into the past.
Yeah, it's called a memory.
Say a chronovisor or
oh my god,
or what Dumbledore's like wispy memory bird bag that you dunk your head in.
Yeah.
And see what it would look like for Puritan people to trip on LSD for the first time.
Oh man,
dude, their lives probably
with the amount of biblical like shit ingrained into their brain, it would be a bad time.
Insane. It's like the memes when you see like it's like I like imagine giving like a small Victorian child like a flaming hot Cheeto. They just fucking die.
Yeah.
First introduced by Linda Corporeal, which Linda.
Shout out. Corporeal?
Such a cool name.
Linda, call us up. You're officially on the pod.
Linda, we want to give you your flowers, dude. Linda Corporeal, everybody. This theory posits that ergo or ergot, again, I don't know, the jury's out, poisoning may have caused the bizarre physical afflictions associated with being bewitched. After all, many of the symptoms of ergot poisoning were quite similar to what was happening to the girls.
Okay.
Interestingly enough, the weather conditions in Salem during the winter of 1691 to 1692 were just right for ergot to grow. Plus, studies on ergot poisoning have found that children are the most susceptible to its effects. So that would explain why kids would get bewitched.
Yep.
But it is really possible that something like ergot poisoning could have caused the Salem Witch Trials. It's no wonder why this theory is one of the most controversial and also one of the most fascinating. Ultimately, we may never know for sure what caused the Salem Witch Trials. But there's no question that this strange piece of American history remains just as curious today as it was centuries ago.
Wow. That was so sick.
I feel so lucky that I got to be here this.
That I was born at the right time.
Too late to explore the world. Too early to explore space, but just in time to explore dank memes, baby. That's where we're at.
I'm happy with the fungus. Dude, I think it was the Tingus Fungus Pingus.
Dude, it might have been Tingus Pingus, because it all...
What if he started the witch trials?
It was a lot. I feel like the research for
it had
that
his
was pretty
handwriting
well done.
all over it.
Although, you got to wonder, like, how much wheat and rye were they shoving down their gullets that they were just tripping like that?
Well, what else do you literally, like...
I guess, yeah.
That's all you have.
You milk cows
the fear
and
of
then,
God.
like, whip, like, scars into your back for thinking about, like...
whipping nene until
yeah,
it's time for dinner.
Pretty much. But yeah.
Yeah, I like the fungus. I think the fungus I believe that. I don't know why everyone's like, this is crazy. I think that makes sense.
Dude, there's fungus among us here in Massachusetts. That's all I'm saying.
That's what I'm... Yeah.
Yeah.
Cold weather? Fuck you.
Yeah, it's just a bit of cold. Although I guess, like, one leads to the other, right? Because cold weather makes it perfect for LSD to grow in your corn. And then...
That's
bada
good.
Bing, bada boom.
It's a little... Or a Murder on the Orient Express situation.
I don't know the reference.
Everyone was in on it.
You mean like
spoilers
Clue?
For
you mean like the version of Clue I saw?
Yes. You know Clue I saw?
Clue I saw, dude. No, that is cool. Will there ever be another movie like Clue where they release a different ending in every theater?
Dude, I always wanted it to be like, as a kid, I watched like The Night Before Christmas like every day.
Mm-hmm. Same.
And I always think about like how sick would it be if like on the 100th time you watch it, he goes through a different fucking tree.
That would have been so cool. Like Danny Elfman made a whole new soundtrack for it.
Yeah. But like Thanksgiving time, baby, I would have lost it.
And he's just a turkey.
I'd be scared.
Would he want to be a turkey? Would he want to be a Native American or a pilgrim? What is the Thanksgiving land look like? It's probably filled with dinners and hate crimes, I imagine.
I imagine it looks like Chicken Run.
Chicken Run, like no chickens are escaping Tweety's farm.
Yeah, Tweety's farm, yeah. That's what I imagine. you don't get Chicken Run?
I understand completely now. Dude, I had the Chicken Run board game where it was incredible. It's like the meme of Homelander where he's like, it was perfect down to the last minute detail. So your pieces were Play-Doh.
Whoa.
And there was like molds, and you like put them in the mold to be a chicken. And you're like, okay, that's my chicken character. And when you got caught, you had to go into the thing that smushed your Play-Doh into the shape of a pie.
Oh my God.
And I was like,
that's pretty
sick,
funny.
Dude.
That's
like, such a good idea for a
but also,
game.
Yeah. How did we get here?
Chicken Run's sick. So this is the Chicken Run podcast.
Thank you guys for listening. Visit us at
Season
chickenrun.com.
4 of the Chicken Run podcast.
Season 4. So much content in the movie that we can't stop. Follow us on Twitter at Chicken Run Pod. Instagram, chickenrun.com for the Patreon and all that good stuff.
Do you think there is an official Chicken Run podcast? Hold on. If not, we're making it. Hold on.
Okay. There's definitely not an official one. There might be a fan one, but I doubt it.
So there's like general...
Yeah, there's probably movie podcasts or animation podcasts that have talked about Chicken Run.
Yes.
But
there's one about guys who review chicken spots, like they eat it and review it. But I don't think there's an entirely...
Chicken Run specific, frame by frame breakdown.
Nope. We can't do it. There's already one called... It's called Chicken Chat, and it's a chicken run themed podcast where host. It gets better. It gets better. Hosted by Jorge Castillo. It revolves around him watching the film every single day, an experimental project that he began on May 10th, 2022. The idea was inspired by a podcast, Till Death Do Us Blart, where the hosts watch Paul Blart Mall Cop 2 every year. The first episode of the podcast.
Crazy.
So go like and subscribe Chicken Chat, because he must still watched it
every day.
In the future, it says in the future he plans on having Chicken Run fans appear as guests.
I love this.
So, hey, if
how long has the pod been going for?
We will be guests.
Yes. Shout out
Chicken
Jorge
Chat,
Castillo.
Chicken Chat podcast. Oh, wait, I gotta see if it's still up. If it's still up.
Did you say his name is Jorge Castillo?
Or Castillo, I guess. Depends on.
All right, guys, if you want to turn the podcast off, that's fine.
There's a bunch of Chicken Chat podcasts. Anyway.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.